Morning. For those of you that are just coming on for the first time, I am Rhonda Niehaus. I am the Frugal Rodeo Mom. I bring you tips every day on how to live and maintain a frugal life, which is something that is actually needed now because of inflation and all of this. Everybody is feeling the pain. We just haven't figured out how we are going to navigate this, but being frugal and living a frugal lifestyle is one of the ways. Now, my topic today is how do you know if you're being too frugal? And this is the thing, guys. This is where the thin line between frugal and cheap come in. When you are being too frugal, people get the sense that you're cheap. You may be putting off some repairs that you don't want to do because they might cost you too much, but they need to be done. I see this as a realtor. I see this a lot in homes. People will fix the little things because they're inexpensive or it's something that they can do, but they will not fix the major things like a roof or anything like that because they won't get money back from their investment. It's called maintenance, people. It's called maintenance, okay? So, four things that might indicate that you are being too frugal. If you overstress and worry too much about being frugal, you're being too frugal. If you're stressing about that every day about how to be frugal and what you need to do to be frugal, blah 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 blah, and you're making yourself stressed or overwhelmed or whatever you want to call it, that's being too frugal. That is backsliding right into just being cheap. Like I said, I see it a lot of times when I'm doing real estate is that people will fix the small things and they'll have the beautiful inside of the home, but they won't fix the roof because they won't get return on their investment. Well, that's really not the point. It's a home that you need to maintain. And if you're not maintaining that home in the proper fashion, it doesn't matter what updates you've done on the inside of the house. If you're not keeping the big things on the outside of the house or the other stuff, or I'll see the whole house redone except for the kitchen and the bathroom, which are the two most expensive rooms in the house to redo. But they won't do those because because they don't feel they'll get the return on their investments with those either, right? So that's why, that's where you start looking like you're backsliding into being cheap, okay? Another thing is that you don't have financial goals. Your biggest financial goal is to just save money. That's your biggest financial goal. You don't have financial goals with anything else. So you need to have some financial goals. I have business goals, I have financial goals, and I'm working every day to improve those. In fact, I'm going to go actually see a small business person. I can't think of what they're called. Sorry. A small business person that's going to help me push my business into the next step, the next phase, right? Scarcity mindset. So, excuse me, if you think that every time you spend money or you won't spend money because you're paralyzed about spending money because you're afraid that if you spend it on that thing that you really want, that in 2 weeks you're not going to be able to buy food to put on the table. There's that. Okay? So if you get into that scarcity mindset that you aren't going to be making any more, this is it. And then the last one that I think is huge is when you don't prioritize your everyday items. So the things that you need to have to live a good life every day, you don't prioritize those because you're too worried about being cheap or about being frugal. So it's a fine balance is what I'm trying to say. It is a fine balance. It is great to be frugal. It is great. Like last night, I made homemade bread. I like to make homemade bread. I think I really do enjoy it. I really like to make homemade bread. But I made homemade bread, and I just it's just something we will eat. It will eat it, or I'll take it to Thanksgiving this weekend. It's just something I enjoy to make. I enjoy making it. So yeah, I mean, if you don't prioritize your daily stuff, there's ways to save money on your daily items, like bread. You can home make it, yeah, but there is things that you can do to make. If you're not prioritizing those daily things, then you are probably being cheap instead of frugal. All right. Okay, guys, I talked about this kind of stuff and more in my VIP Facebook group. You can get recipes over there, all kinds of stuff. We have conversations about this. The link is in the description, whatever video you're watching. Get on over there and get on in that group. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, guys, I hope to see y'all